Hey everybody, Pumpkin here. Today I wanted to bring you a kind of control-esque Scoia'tael deck that I've been playing on ladder. It's more oriented around traps and immunity with the big dragon. Yeah, basic combo with Call of Horus, Shearer, Ithlan. This is a pretty standard triple lineup. If you notice, our leader is Brouver and not Ethne. This does make Shiru a little bit more difficult to proc, but it also gives us another way to go off on Shiru. Normally, the only ways to go off on Shiru are via call, have it in hand and use Ithlan on it, or have Thunderbolt. The problem with Thunderbolt Potion by boosting it is people run artifact removal, so relying on Thunderbolt is not ideal. So this now you can play Brewer to boost up Shiru, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so this is a more trap-oriented list with Pitfall, Mahakam Horn, 2 Crushing Traps, and 1 Incinerating Trap. The basic idea is you get good value out of cards like Crushing Trap, and you can bait passes with Mahakam Horns. Probably in maybe 20 games, probably 3 to 6 games, I ended up winning a round on even because of Mahakam Horn, because nobody expects it. It's just a card that I guess nobody plays. It's similar to Old Teruvial and Old Gwent. Ambush, we play it upside down when your opponent passes, boost adjacent units by 4. So I'll be like 6, 7 points behind. I'll play Mahakam Horn. I'll take my cursor and I'll hover like 4 cards on a row, trying to like make them think that it's Crushing Trap, and they'll snap pass, and it'll flip over and I'll win the round on even. So very strong card. It's a nice bamboozle card. You might wonder why I'm not running Yorvith's Gambit. Yorvith's Gambit is a little too expensive. Also, if it pulls Pitfall and Incinerating Trap and they play a card, they both flip over. You can deny this by clicking on Incinerating Trap and pinging a card first, but it's not great. Gambit's just too expensive. And a lot of times you have to end up using a mulligan to get rid of artifacts. You don't want to do that. It's just not fun. This card's just too expensive, as is. And they nerf traps too, so until they reduce the cost on some card, this card's not going to see much play. I'll go over the list really quickly. It's a pretty standard list, but why not? Ithlan, she's there to boost Shiru. Otherwise, just boost a Scoia unit. Side note, it can't boost a dragon, which is weird because Woodland Spirit can boost immune cards. And Ithlan is worded the exact same, but it can't boost Dragon or Milva. So either Ithlan is bugged or Woodland Spirit is bugged. We don't actually know. Shiru, strong card. Dragon, strong card in control matchup, big immune body. Call of the Forest, very good with Ithlan and Shiru. Mahakam Horn, I explained earlier, you can bamboozle people. Malayan, very strong card. It's an 8 for 9. You can use this to line up Shiru with a single ping, so if you play on range draw. Pitfall Trap, another bamboozle card. This is really, really good in the control matchups, especially against Woodland, because a lot of times they save Woodland Spirit for their very last card. So you play Pitfall and you get to completely deny the Woodland Spirit and their last play. Pavko, it's a nice engine. It's been working out pretty well. Good card. I was running Avalok at one point for the engines, which you can do. This card right here is kind of flex. You can do whatever you want with it. Witcher is straightforward. Milva, very good. Milva does say whenever you play a Scoia'tael unit, it's also traps. When you play a Scoia'tael trap, it procs on Milva. I think this is a bug, except we told CDPR this in PTR, and it wasn't changed, so I don't know. Incinerating Trap, it's a shitty card, but it's trap synergy, and it's another trap to play, and it's proactive. I'm not a huge fan of this card. It was seeing 0 play at 5p, and they nerfed it to 6p for some bizarre reason. Not a huge fan. You can definitely cut this card and replace it with something else if you'd like, but it works well with the trap synergy. It increases your odds that Hawker support gets full value. Crushing Trap, phenomenal card. It's a delayed lacerate. You want to play this when you have 2 other cards in hand. So you play and then you follow it up with 2 other cards. Because when you take that final pass, it will flip over. So you can play this with, I don't know, 5 cards in hand. Your opponent plays a card, it comes back to you, you play a card. Now you can pass. Because if your opponent passes and it comes back to you and you pass, it'll flip over and go off. Just a heads up. When the card is on the board, you can right click on it and a little cursor will show up right here. and it'll tell you how many turns left before it flips, just in case you forget. Sapper, this is a flex card. I would suggest, depending on your MMR, to sub in. Actually, probably not Officer. Archer's probably better. Officer's normally better because you can boost Dragon, but Archer's better because it helps you line up your Shearer with the single ping, because this deck can't really do single pings outside of Malayan. So I would drop Sappers for Archers, depending on what you're seeing. What you're seeing. I'm currently queuing into a lot of like control Scoia'tael and control monsters, so having the artifact removal is kind of necessary. But if you're not queuing into those two decks, I would highly suggest replacing Sappers with Archers. Hawker supports. Boost an ally by 1 if you control an artifact, boost by 3 instead. So it's a 6 for 5. It's not bad. You play enough artifacts. Traps are considered artifacts. That this always goes off as 6. I usually boost Dragon up because you might as well make the immune card bigger. Why not? Unless you're playing against Scoia'tael, and they probably have Scorch or Gigme. Dragoon, very, very, very strong card. Works well with Crushing Trap. Very straightforward. Elven Swordmaster, good engine. Played on the board. Gets good value. Doesn't get good value. It's a good card. Very strong. Elven Scout. This is a deceptively strong card. Whenever an allied trap is triggered, boost self by 2. So to get guaranteed value, you could play Crushing Trap, play a unit, and then play Elven Scout, and then the Crushing Trap will flip right after, and Elven Scout will get boosted by to 5. Against decks that don't have much removal, which is like big monsters, you can just dump it early. People will forget about this. You can play this and then play like a Mahakam Horn. Sometimes I've had 2 of these on the board and a Mahakam Horn. If they pass, that's an 8 + 2 + 2. That's a 12-point swing that they can't actually see. And it's very deceptive. Most people will pass. They're 11 up. Okay, we'll take that pass. It flips over for +12. So yeah, keep that in mind. You can do a lot of pretty fun bamboozles with this deck. So if you missed the old bamboozle Scoia'tael, this is definitely a deck to give it a shot. Very, very fun. Another card that you could consider is Serpent Trap. It's like counterspell, destroy the next special card played by your opponent before it triggers. This works on golds too, so like if you play this and your opponent plays Shoop, it would deny it, but no one plays Shoop. The problem is, more often than not, this will not go off. So just, yeah, keep that in mind. I wouldn't suggest it, but if you really want the traps, you can. Another interesting thing, for those of you who haven't played any traps, they do have an order. So if you play if you play Incinerating Trap, and your opponent has like a 3-point engine, like an Elven Swordmaster that you need to kill, you can click on the trap and it'll flip over and do damage. So the normal is 5 damage to the next card they play. If you order it, so bypass the animation trap flip, you get to do 3 damage. And Crushing Trap, instead of doing 2 damage to the whole row, it only does 1 damage to the whole row. But sometimes you just have to do it, because sometimes you need to catch up and you just have to do it. Also, it does proc Elven Scout. So if you have an Elven Scout on the board, you can play an Incinerating Trap and then flip it and ping a card by 3, and it'll boost Elven Scout if you need those quick points. It also works with Mahakam Horn. If you have a Mahakam Horn on the board, and for some really niche scenario you need those points, you can flip Mahakam Horn. It will not boost the left and right card by 4, but maybe you think they have artifact removal. I don't know. I don't think there's ever a scenario where you do this. I guess this would be more of a scenario, Pitfall Trap. If they play their last card and it's not a unit, you would want to flip your Pitfall Trap to boost Elven Scout. So I guess in that one, that's a more plausible scenario than Mahakam Horn. Maybe their last card is like Wolfsbane or something. Anyways, I'm going to bring you 2 different games. They're actually both against OceanMud. We queued to him twice, one on red coin, one on blue coin. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, so let's get right into it. Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, is Gaben? Oh, shit. We missed a call with Gaben. Mimim himself. Oh, this board is so... yikes. No crushing? Eh. MO for Hattori and Gascon could be good. Yeah, if you like losing. Is he playing control monsters? I don't know what Ocean's been playing recently. Got him. Sniped. Sniped.
Only death here for Dwan.
Oh?
Fine. If my coin's rank to ye, go kiss a dog neath its tail.
Still alive. Oh! You're spooking me, Ocean. You're spooking me. Play our commander's horn, or whatever. What is that? Crones? Ocean plays Crones? That's funny.
Humans are not to be trusted.
I don't really want to go much deeper into this round. I guess I don't mind playing Witchers, that's about it. No, we'll save Witchers in case he tries to push us next round. Yeah, I don't want to push too hard. I don't mind him pushing though. He can push all he wants. This is my pass. This is 12-18. I need a 10. I mean, I have a 10. I have a 10, but I don't want to play it. Beg for food. Thank you so much for the 7 months, man. Welcome back. Can we get some poggers in chat? Thanks, man. Our 10 was Mullane plus leader, but like it means I have to commit the Mullane there, and if he passes, I'm super sad. So I don't think it's ever correct. Oh, we have no mulligan? Okay, maybe we should have considered pushing that. Oh, that's a little dicey. Yeah, I didn't realize we had no mulligans. Oops. Nah, it was a calculated risk. I knew what I was doing. Why can't I emote why he mulligans? Huh. You cost me $40 in the first 2 matches, but I managed to only lose 10 at the end. How did you lose money if I went 2-0? Also, why would you bet on Gwent matches? I think that's on you. That's on you, mate. Don't blame this on me, alright? That's on you. It's not my fault.
I trust no one. Never have.
You were betting $20 per match and $10 that you'd win at least one? Oh. Okay.
too old for this shit.
It's gonna be a tight game. Maybe.
I sense your pain. I see your fear.
Don't leave me here.
So he passes here and we go up a card. Unless his last card is the card that procs all your Death Wish. I guess it could be the the special that procs your Death Wish, like these. The problem is that you proc Goliath and you don't want to proc Goliath. It would just be procking this, which is pretty bad. So he'll pass here. Pitfall was your best card in your hand. Why waste it? Couldn't you just play Milva? Why?
Not your lucky day.
Pitfall gives us a free win. Look, we go 2 cards up on him. Right? Why on earth would I not play Pitfall there? Yeah, Pitfall, like the other card is better, so I can save against Woodlands, but it's better because this line of play is 1,000 times better. Because if he plays Woodland Spirit, that round I lose the game. Playing Pitfall just guarantees us that we get 1 card, and potentially 2 if he gets greedy, and he went for the greed play, so he got punished really hard. We're 3 up? No, we're 2 up. This guy does nothing. Well, I mean, I guess it's a 4. Forktail, yeah. GG. His last card would have to be absolutely insane. It's pretty good. Not insane, though. I don't know why he went for the greedy play. I guess the idea was Gigny was dead, but he had a mulligan, right? I don't know. It's just weird. There's no reason to go for greed. You still have a leader in the card. Again. Alright, here we go. Round 2. Maybe he'll play around Pitfall this game. I need crushing. This head is shit. Wait, so what was he playing? I kind of forgot already. Oh, he wasn't playing Control last time, so he shouldn't be playing Control this time, unless he switched decks. I don't know. He could have switched decks, I guess. Not likely, though.
Let us sing the song of steel.
Do this. This way, if he Arch Spores, we can ping, and then we can play Archer. They kill the 2 Archies. He drew Drowner. It's really good for him. I don't really want to use Brouver. I'm not a huge fan. Not this early. Using Brouver to kill a drowner just feels like shit, so we're not going to do it. Hopefully he doesn't have 2 drowners. Oh, how do you draw so well? I do have to kill one of these. 3 thrive units, I lose the game. I can't keep up in points on 3 thrives. 2 is okay, 3 is pushing it. Stop calling it. I hope he doesn't have Gigny. Does that mean he'll play Gigny now? Because I said it? Is that how that works? Thinking.
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
Oh wow, points. Ew. Ew.
I never miss.
We're not playing Witchers because I'm playing around Forktails pretty hard. I think that's important. He doesn't want to fork anymore though because he played his Witchers, which means one of 2 things. He wants to get out of this round soon, or he doesn't have fork. That's really good.
May your sword and arm be one.
I mean, how many more times can you proc this Arch for? This thing's getting huge. Like to the point where I probably should have Seer and locked this like 4 turns ago. It's just gonna keep growing and growing and growing. Dude. Stop. Tofiku, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime, man. Welcome. Can we get some poggers in chat? Thanks, man. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. I don't mind blowing Shiru. Thanks, man. I don't need to be greedy with Shiru. There's no point. I don't accomplish anything by being greedy. If they nerf Shiru, I'm gonna be mad. This card's already getting hit pretty hard with the ethnic change. Chat, do you guys think they're gonna accidentally nerf Shiru? Accidentally. Sure. How many mollies do I have? 2. I could pass here. If he tries to push me, we have Witchers, which is kind of good. Yeah, I called the Gigny. Question is, do I pass here? I don't know. Problem with this play is it walks right into Forktail, and I don't like that.
I'm too old for this shit.
I don't know. I don't want to give him the round. Not yet, at least. Because if I do draw like shit, he could 2-0 me. If I draw like crushing in a short round's not great, especially if I draw double wishers and have to use my mulligans on them. So yeah, we'll push. I think we'll pass here. I don't know. It could be incorrect. Okay. Well, it looks like my opponent drew Forktail. I don't know. I guess I'm just hoping he has like at least one brick in hand. This is kind of risky, but because he has woodland. There's no way he drew 2 Forktails in his opening hand. And Gigny. And 2 Drowners? No.
You waited around, hoping I'll throw you, badger.
Okay, let's say his last card is another crone. So it's 9. Right, crones are base 5. And the next ones have +2, so it's 9 plus 8 is 17. Comes out at 34. I'd have to play this and 2 leader abilities. That's not worth it. And that's a tie. That's not worth it at all. He drew both forks. Holy shit, dude. Whatever. See if he takes a mulligan. I mean, my hand is good. I have an 8, a 5, and a 3 to 5. He didn't take the mully. I don't know. Will he push? Wait. Did somebody hack OceanMud's account? Ocean just passed. That's weird. Alright, so we're looking for a Pitfall. We need Pitfall to... Because in theory, if he plays poorly, not poorly, but like if he doesn't play around... if he doesn't play around it, we can Pitfall the Woodland proc, which is huge. I don't think I want this. This card's fine. I don't think I want the Archer. Okay. I'm really sad that this card's bugged. When Ithlan boosts, it can't boost immune cards because, you know, coding. No Pitfall, which is kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Because if you can Woodland like a werewolf, either the werewolves which are immune, whereas you cannot Ithlan immune cards. Boost a Scoia'tael unit in your hand by 4. Boost a unit in your hand by 8. So the wording is identical. It's just the consistency is, well, shit. Like, dragon should be here. I mean, we boost this, right? Try to keep it alive. So which one is bugged? Yeah, that's the question. Are you supposed to be able to buff immune cards? So either Iflin is bugged or Woodland Spirit is bugged. Immune status whereby this card cannot be manually targeted. So based on the wording of immune, Woodland should not be able to target immune. Unless manually target only applies when it's on the board and not in the hand. So strictly based around wording, you should not be able to boost immune cards in hand. In theory. Okay, sure. But you shouldn't be able to order immune cards? Order immune cards? Oh. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I don't know then. I don't know. That's a fair point, which means they should boost. Activating them is not targeting them with your cursor? What do you mean? I take my cursor and I activate them by hovering over and clicking on them. I don't know. CDPR just needs to choose, obviously. They need to just sit down, have a short little discussion, and fix it. I'm just playing on Pitfall. Smart. Whoa! That's a big one. Yeah, it's a big one, alright. So we're waiting a turn on this, so our line of play is going to be this. So we play Malayan now.
Follow me this way.
Yeah. No reason to ping this, we lose crushing value. It's fine. Please don't play Frenzied Dow. I lose so many points if you play Frenzied Dow. Would he play Renew Gigny? I don't know, maybe. We can play around it though. 6, 8, yeah, I can play around it.
Oi, hey there, come here.
Glediben bort!
I hate the fact that this is a counter. Oh well. Problem is this plays into Gigny. Renew Gigny. I don't think he plays Renew Gigny. Because the 7 gets boosted to 9. Yeah, we lose. I mean, he'd have to have a really shitty card. It's probably just the other crone. He probably just drew nuts. You draw all 3 crones? I don't know. Crones are really good if you draw all 3. What? What's his last card? You don't have a 6? Chat, what was his last card? It was an Ancient Foglet? What the f... There's no way it was an Ancient Foglet. If it was Ancient Foglet, why wouldn't he play it before Egg? Oh, is he playing around Pitfall? Okay, so if he's playing around Pitfall, saving Ancient Foglet for last card is correct, which is really funny.